Welcome to Airborne Flight Training, coming up on this week's episode. FAA issues call for controllers. Spirit Airlines to delay Airbus deliveries and furlough pilots. Redbird Flight inks Sun and Fun deal with Recreational Aviation Foundation. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to Airborne Flight Training, a weekly program dedicated to future aviators and aviation professionals. Airborne Flight Training is brought to you in part by King Schools. King Schools has been leading the effort in producing expert aviation training programs and computer-based learning software for 50 years. Find out why pilots love King teaching at kingschools.com. Now let's get into today's stories. FAA issues call for controllers. The FAA is hiring thousands of air traffic controllers, but the window to apply will be only open for a short time. The FAA has issued a call to action, requesting anyone and everyone meeting the relatively accommodating standards. They will have to bolster their numbers soon, with plans to hire 1,800 more controllers this year and another 2,000 in 2025. In order to apply, the FAA prefers applicants to be U.S. citizens, English speakers, pass a medical and security exam, pass a pre-employment test, and hold more than 3 years of general work experience or a bachelor's degree. Aside from that, be younger than 31 years of age and the job might be yours. Trying to motivate would-be applicants, the FAA cited a current employee in the ATC industry who says the job is great. Leah Montes, air traffic controller in Southern California, said, quote, "Aviation is an amazing career field in general, and being an air traffic controller, you get to come to work every day and pretty much do something new. You are talking to pilots, you're watching the skies, you're safely and efficiently getting planes from one place to another. It's super exciting and it's a great career field," end quote. The FAA stresses that the application window will only be open from April 19th through the 22nd of 2024. After the break, Jamie Clace awarded WAI Martha King Scholarship. Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Jamie Clace awarded WAI Martha King Scholarship. The efforts of one pilot in the Alaskan town of Bettles are already making a difference in far-flung rural towns up north. Jamie Clace has been recognized by WAI for her work in fostering future generations of aviators via her work with her firm, CKT Aviation, and Educator Alaska XL. That work has been recognized with the WAI Martha King Scholarship for female flight instructors, a financial aid package that includes $20,000 in value, between a $5,000 stipend toward future flight training and the entire catalog of King School's aviation training curricula. Montaer grows with new service provider and operator. Ocala Aviation Flight Services announced a partnership with Monta Aircraft that will see them use the MC-1 aircraft as the primary trainer in its Part 61 and Part 141 operations. The agreement, quote, marks a significant step in Ocala Aviation's mission to modernize its training fleet, enhance operational efficiency, and provide unparalleled training experiences to its new students, end quote. The relationship will also see Ocala take up the role of service provider for the MC-1 aircraft, providing sales, training, and support to would-be Montaer customers. Textron updates Piston lineup with some handy QOL adjustments. Textron came to Sun and Fun sporting some light revisions. On the C-172 Skyhawk, owners can now enjoy a set of USB Type-A and Type-C ports at each seat location. A pair of side pockets on the walls add some space to stow smaller items, checklists, and aids in flight. That theme, added stowage throughout the lineup, continues on all the way up to the Turbo 206. The Skyhawk also, finally after a few decades of production, got a built-in POH pocket in the lumbar area of the front seats. FlySto finally provides platform-agnostic video sync. FlySto stood apart at Sun 'n Fun by offering a simple little bit of technological ease, an automated way to sync up footage with the log of a flight, regardless of source or operating system. The end result combines video of any flight with a configurable overlay showing its position, parameters, location, route, and even accuracy against an approach. FlySto has joined hands with hardware developer AirSync to offer a flight data monitor for less than $1,000 per aircraft, which allows it to tie in and even provide power settings and fuel flow with the right installation. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Spirit Airlines to delay Airbus deliveries and furlough pilots. Spirit Airlines announced its decision to defer the delivery of new Airbus aircraft and furlough approximately 260 pilots. The budget airline, headquartered in Miramar, Florida, is taking these measures as part of its strategy to boost liquidity amidst challenging times. Spirit CEO Ted Christie emphasized the necessity of these actions for the airline's future, stating, quote, "These steps aren't ones we want to take, but they're necessary to ensure a strong and profitable future for Spirit," end quote. The airline will postpone the delivery of all Airbus planes scheduled for the second quarter of 2025 through the end of 2026, pushing the deliveries to 2030 and 2031. This deferment excludes direct lease planes due in the next year and deliveries slated for 2027 through 2029. The deferral of aircraft deliveries is expected to bolster Spirit's liquidity by approximately $340 million over the next 2 years. Christie highlighted the opportunity this presents to reset the business and adapt to changes in the competitive environment. The decision to furlough pilots, set to take effect in September, comes as the airline grapples with the grounding of several Airbus planes due to a Pratt & Whitney engine recall. This has added to the financial strain, further compounded by the failed acquisition by JetBlue Airways earlier this year. And after these messages, Redbird Flight inks Sun 'n Fun deal with Recreational Aviation Foundation.
I think it's a very important thing to share the joy and love of flying. Our customers fly to remote places. They use our products to go places that are difficult to get to. Hertz has been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support, as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demands. And it is that shared experience and the joy of flying that brings us all back and charges all of our batteries up.
Welcome back. Redbird inks Sun 'n Fun deal with Recreational Aviation Foundation. Redbird Flight, manufacturer of flight simulators and training devices, came out in force to Sun 'n Fun 2024 with all kinds of new goodies in tow. Their friends at the Recreational Aviation Foundation have kept up their momentum in keeping a presence at the yearly fly-in, helping them to support the development of future pilots, hone the active ones, and improve safety for all. The new initiative between Redbird and the RAF aims to rectify a shortfall of resources in the industry that leave pilots of all stripes behind the power curve when operating outside the bounds of standard, developed airports. Together, they'll provide, quote, marketing and training materials that support pilots and prospective pilots in pursuing and developing their interests and skills in off-airport, backcountry, and recreational flying, end quote. It's good to see the RAF adding to its network of friends and partners after the group got the assistance of Daer by way of Kodiak at Sun 'n Fun 2023. Redbird COO Charlie Gregoire said, quote, "The pilot shortage has caused many flight training providers to focus their operations primarily on recruiting and training professional pilot candidates. This new initiative with the RAF will broaden exposure to the many flying activities outside of training for a new certificate or rating, and arm pilots with information for how to approach them safely," end quote. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!